Have you ever done it?
What you mean?
Did you like it?
It was alright.
Why'd you do it?
Because I felt like it.
Would you do it again?
Never.
I suggested people did try it to not like it.
All right, I'm not gonna lie, I did once. One time though, it was just one time, and it was my last time. It was my 9th grade year when I went to Central, and like I said, I went from I used to be a straight A student in my middle school. Then once I got to Central, going back to what I said, I started hanging out with that group that smoked weed, you know, would cut class, play basketball. That's all I used to do. So I was pretty much, I had to smoke weed because they made me. It was peer pressure, you know what I mean? I did it once. I went home and I thought about what I did. And I was always brung up with my family, and they always told me never smoke weed, never drink, because we never did it. We never had the need to. So I felt guilty for smoking weed, and that was my first and last time. So I'm not lying, I did smoke weed once, but only one time.
Well, actually, I wasn't influenced. I wanted to try it. It's like, cause my mom, always growing up, my mom told me never to smoke, but like the more she told me not to smoke, I wanted to smoke. So I ended up smoking it, and I ended up liking it, so I kept doing it. But then I noticed how my grades was getting lower, so I stopped.
It was me and my friends, my 2 friends. You know, we were in an alleyway and we were smoking. And my friend, he had warned me that he seen other cops, but I didn't believe him. At first I did, because after I went out the store, I saw a cop, but I just ignored it, you know. So I just went in the alleyway with me and my 2 friends. We smoked, and before we even knew it, after like a while, the cops came. My friend, he wanted to run, but I didn't know what to do. I was scared, but then again, I was like, I had the high feeling, so I didn't really care. I knew I was gonna get in trouble either way.
Okay, well, the way I feel about smoking is that it's not a good choice to do. It's a bad habit. A lot of people do, they say that they need it. The need is more of an addiction. I don't condone it. Well, I don't think it should be legalized due to the accessibility for people to get it. I mean, of all ages. I mean, if it's legalized, it'll be able to buy it in the store as you buy a pack of gum. It'll probably get into the hands of the wrong person, and then that's what will create a problem. I do know some older people that use marijuana for municipal purposes, as far as like glaucoma, AIDS. It's been used for that. And I think that's the good use of it. When it starts to be abused and the wrong gets to the wrong hands, that's where there will be a problem of legalizing marijuana.
If marijuana was legalized, it will help the state a lot because it will lower the debt in the U.S. and it will make people feel good. Well, I don't know how other people feel about it, but I think it will like make the crime rate go down because people won't be as angry to hurt other people when they're just sitting there in their own little bubble fried.
If marijuana was legalized, what benefits do you think it would have?
Benefits, I would say, at least for the state and possibly for federal, it might help our debt that we're in right now. I feel like legalizing weed would be bad for you guys. I mean for anybody.
A lot of people still gonna smoke it, even if it's legalized or if it's not. No matter what, marijuana is gonna be around for a long time.
I don't see why it would be a problem, especially if you have glaucoma, anything else like that. And like I said, I mean, our country's in so much debt. I feel like maybe it would help with the drug problem that we have in America. Legalizing weed, I'm not against it at all.
The way the economy is nowadays, I believe that it should be legalized. Even though it could be a negative thing, it can also be a positive thing, like I said earlier. Reason why is because if you legalize marijuana, you can tax it. So that could be more money towards our government. So I think that marijuana should be legalized.
Well, I think like if they legalize weed, it would be in stores. You know, they put tax on it, and then that would be good for the government and for schools, and for good places that people would need to get through life.
There is additional money, a lot of additional money, that we are leaving on the table as a society by forcing marijuana to be sold in an untaxed, unregulated black market. There have been a number of studies and a number of articles. There was a recent article by a Harvard economist that talked about nationwide, there's not a specific Pennsylvania article on this, $100 billion a year in tax money and in ancillary industries that could be created by this law. We are leaving all of that on the table, hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars a year, in addition to what we are spending prosecuting people for doing this.
Marijuana is kind of hard out here because you got people selling it, and that's really hard for people who, like even cops, they gotta go through their daily jobs and, you know, bust these guys. And these people, you know, they're dangerous. So if you do, I approve. I do think we should legalize it, only because they would be like almost half of them would be off the streets. So it'd be less, you know, work for the cops, less work for us, for the kids, because kids over here, they might not want to smoke it, but then they get influenced by it, because you see this one drug dealer like asking, yo, you want weed or something, and then they might, you know, they might get caught up on it, so you never know. But yeah, I do approve. I do think weed should be legalized.
There is the cost. We are spending about $350 million a year in Pennsylvania, arresting, incarcerating, prosecuting, monitoring 25,000 people a year approximately for marijuana offenses. Disproportionately, these people are people of color and people of poor economic means. That is money we can no longer afford to spend.